Now we will be looking at specifically how to change the elements inside of the array. So first off, we have just reassigning different elements in the array. So we have to get the index. Now we're going to be reassigning, and we're just going to put our thing there. So change the second element, which is index 1, of the array grocery list to avocados. Grocery list 1 to be equals avocados. Run. Yay, we have now changed that element in the array to be avocados. From what I understand, I'm pretty sure we can also, we can grocery list. We can apply more elements thing console.log grocery list. So we can apply more elements onto the end of it, but we could theoretically like add it at the end of it. And these are not actually values. These are empty values in the array. But still you can add on wherever you want. So that's a thing. So arrays with let and const. So this is the thing with arrays, with anything. So the difference between let and const is that you cannot reassign the actual like variable name, the constant, to be something else. But as I said before, you can reassign different elements inside of there, unless you do the object.freeze. But we don't generally deal with object.freeze. So log the updated array 0 mayo, which mayo sucks. I don't like mayo. So yay, it's reassigned. So to be a new array, you are not able to you can reassign condiments equals mayo. You can do that because condiments is a variable, a let. What? Did you log? Oh, did I log it again? Shut up. No one cares. All right, you can do that, but you can't reassign utensils. Below your set, reassign the last item, utensils, array to spoon. Will this work? Utensils, and it says the last item, so we're going to do some math. Utensils dot length, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And because this is an index, -1, we're going to reassign that to spoon. Will this work? The answer is yes, because you're not reassigning. Oh my God. Freaking heck. Fine. Okay. What on earth? Did you log? Okay. Oh my gosh. Just let me be. Let me do my thing. Okay. I'm trying to teach you things. So yeah, you can reassign elements inside of the array. You just can't reassign the variable itself or the constant itself. So, and as I said before, or as we looked at yesterday, you have a dot length property. So you can view how long it is. So console.log object is dot length. There we go. Run. Yay. We have the length of 3. Okay. So now we have this kind of weird grid. So you have, whoops, not file. I want paint. Whoops, paint. So there are 4 things you can do onto an array. You can add, and you can subtract the first and the last item. Okay. And so this kind of goes into, what are those called? Stacks, where you have like first in, last out stacks. So philo stacks. You also have first in, first out, like that kind of thing. Anything goes with arrays. You can do it. You can structure it however you like. So if you want to add something at the first element of the array, you want to, actually, let's do last element. I'm going to make that a capital L and a capital F. First, last. Okay. Actually, no, yeah, I'm going to keep that as. So first, last. So if you want to add something to the last element of the array, you're going to use push. if you're going to add something at the beginning of the array, you're going to use unshift. Whoops. Okay. If you're going to add some or remove something from the end of the array, you're going to use pop. Okay. And then if you're going to add something or subtract from the end of the array, no, wait. Shift, unshift, and then pop. Yeah. So shift. Okay, let me chores.shift removes the first element of the array. I was right the first time. Oh my gosh. Unshift. Shift. Pop. Okay. So unshift will add an element at the very beginning of the array. Push will add something at the end of the array. Shift will remove something from the beginning of the array. Pop will remove something at the end of the array. What's also interesting about these two is they return whatever they remove. So shift will remove the first element, mutate the array, remove the first element, and return it. So will pop. Pop will remove the end of the array, last element of the array, and return it. So I think shift and push will also return the element in the array. What the heck? So dot push. I have lost like one in my head. What the heck? What? This sounds weird. Anyway, so dot push. It will new element and it will return the index. Okay, so both of these, although index should always be 0 with this one. Wonder dot unshift. Take a look at that. I guess it will return the index as well, which the index will always be 0. So that doesn't really make sense why you do that. But anyway, so those are the 4 things you can do with the array. Yeah, so you can also add multiple at once. So if you push, you can push several at the same time, which is kind of cool. So, yep, there it is right there. You can push multiple items at the same time. So add 2 elements to the chores array using push. So chores.push L1 L2, and let's log it. Console.log chores. Run. Okay. L1 L2. And let's console.log what's happening here. Console.log. I'm pretty sure this will be either the length or the index. I don't know which one. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the length of the array once you're done. So I presume if I just keep adding things and I run it. What? Oh, I need a comma there. Run. Yeah, 8. Cool. All right. And I already did that. Cool. Now the pop method removes the first element removes the last element and returns it. So const L equals chores.pop, console.log chores, and L. So as you can see, we have that without mop floor. See, it's not inside of the array. And then mop floor will be the last element of the array. And that's outside of it. Cool. And I did both. Cool, cool, cool. More array methods. You've got shift and unshift. So shift will add something at the beginning of the array. Grocery list dot unshift or dot shift. And you can const L equals console.log grocery list L, so you can see what's going on. You got your list and your item. Did you call shift? Yes, I did. It's right there. But it doesn't like the fact that I assigned it to something. Run. Great. Under the code in step 1, use unshift. Grocery list dot unshift. What is it? Popcorn. Okay. So now we should have popcorn at the end of that. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Run. We should have popcorn at the beginning of that. Cool. You're in a hurry to just ask a friend, and you want him to pick bananas, coffee, beans, and brown rice. Under the slice to provide your friend with a list of these 3 things. Log the list to the console. Wait. So you only want bananas, coffee beans, and brown rice. So what you do, slice will return a new array of whatever you're trying to provide. So const new thing, new r equals grocery list dot slice. And you pass in the start, which is a 0-based index. So 0, 1. We're starting at 1, and we're getting the end, which is also the end index. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then console.log new r. Run. Makes, oh god, this is stupid. Console.log. This is so dumb. So dumb. What? Remember, you need to go 1 element further than the last element you want. Oh. 4? Wait, what? And string. The end index is of the specimen. This is exclusive to the element. Oh, exclusive. Okay, this is not inclusive. Yeah, so slice is not inclusive. It's inclusive on the first element, but not on the last element. Okay, welcome to JavaScript. Everything sucks. All right. After calling slice, log the grocery list to the console 1 more time. So this is interesting. It copies the array, and it doesn't actually mutate the original array. So you can see that you still have your original content. And you can actually just copy the array doing this. I'll show you this. Let's get the particular element in grocery list. Console.log grocery list.index of pasta. And we'll see it should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Then log pasta index to the console. You made, oh my freaking god. I literally... Const pasta index. This has the same result. Okay, Code Academy console.log pasta index. Okay. Has the same context or end. Okay. So what's interesting is, say I change something in grocery list, but I want to change something, or let's keep the original thing, but I want to make a new thing that changes one thing in it. So const new list equals grocery list dot if I actually no, I'm not going to do that. So if I do this and I say new list 0 equals, actually I'll say new list dot unshift hello console.log new list and grocery list. Okay, and I forgot an LO over here. Okay, so if I run this, I am unshifting new hello onto new list. So if you could see here, you see hello on new list, but you also see it on grocery list. This is where memory pointers come into play in JavaScript. Basically, when you have anything that is not a primitive, you can, if you have 2 different items looking at the same array, if you change something here, it'll change it in both things. So that's what we see here. I change it in new list, but it also changes it in grocery list. So if we want to actually copy the array, we do just dot slice. And that's all we need to do. And then it doesn't change the grocery list. It only changes new list. You see it over here, but you don't see it over here. So that is something that's important to understand. Anything that is not a primitive, if you change a property of inside of the in one variable and it is also accessed by another variable, it will change it in both, as long as both are looking at the same exact object. Okay, so I think that's a good place to end it. We have looked at how to manipulate arrays, add stuff to the end. We've looked at this thing. So add stuff at the beginning, add stuff to the end, remove from the beginning, remove from the end. We've also looked at how to assign things inside of it, how to copy an array, what those pointers mean when you what it really means to just assign something to a new variable when it's not a primitive, and what happens when you try to augment one thing. It'll augment the other if it's not copied. So there are all sorts of things that come into play, but I think this is a good point to end. I will see you in the next video for arrays and functions.